Hey, this is Charles Butler. It is Saturday, um, July 7th, and I'm sitting here thinking about reviewing the activities from the march today where Father Pfleger and Reverend Jackson held a march against gun violence. And these stupid people, yeah, I'm calling Reverend Jackson and Father Pfleger stupid, are talking about taking guns from law-abiding citizens. They are so stupid. See, they refuse. They are enablers of gang members. They're enablers of women having babies out of wedlock. They are enablers of bad behavior. They're enablers of things that have crippled the black community, continue to cripple the black community, i.e., poor education. How come they're not down protesting City Hall about why are their schools so damn backward? Why are their schools so damn poor? Why are their schools performing so poorly? Let me say this. We have a governor, we have a potential governor running, a man running for governor in this city who is running for governor on this pretense. He provides breakfast for children. I hadn't heard of this before the strike of 2011 when the teachers went on strike. And people were saying, well, how are the kids going to eat? And well, what do you mean, how are the kids going to eat? I'm thinking maybe lunch, right? They'll eat at home. They're like, well, they get breakfast and lunch at home because they don't get these things with their parents. How come these parents aren't put in jail? How come they're not taking these black children and brown children on the South and West Side who are being fed in these breakfast programs? How come they're not taking them like they do the unaccompanied minors and feed them and clothe them and make sure they go to good schools and they get tutors, all of this stuff? That's taxpayer money spent on undocumented, unaccompanied children who show up at our border. Ignorant, unvaccinated, unwanted. I wouldn't send my child 2 blocks without my supervision. And these ignorant people in Ecuador, in Guatemala, and Honduras sending their children up to the border. What kind of madness is that? And we talk, oh, the poor little brown children. What about these black children who are going to school in a hell of bullets? Father Pfleger, Jesse Jackson are hypocrites, and they're fake. They're beyond fake. They're disgusting. At the 35th and Giles, there is a building, and I'm going over there to take some pictures. It's getting a little late now. It's getting a little dark outside. But I need to go over there and take some pictures where they warehouse these kids, feed them, clothe them, tutor them, take them to all kind of schools around the city. And the kids in the neighborhood are ducking bullets. Where's Jesse on that? Where is Father Pfleger on that? They're fake, they're phony, they're disgusting, or they're just effing stupid. They're wasting time, and these black people are out there marching. Marching never accomplished a damn thing. And yeah, that includes Dr. King's marches. I can document that. I'm documenting that in my book, Myth and Miseducation of the Black American. Notice I didn't say the African American. That's more Jesse's BS. I tell you, it is totally disgusting and amazing what's going on in this country. All I can say is this. I was Donald Trump long before Donald Trump. And if I had been president instead of Barack Obama, I would have been just like Donald Trump. I addressed illegal immigration. I addressed immigration because I think those are definitely things that affect Americans at the lower end of the totem pole. Also, there is the trade deficit. I addressed the trade deficits back in the 80s. I thought they were hurting the automotive industry, hurting the computer industry. And when Carly Fiorina came in to Hewlett Packard, she destroyed thousands of jobs at Hewlett Packard that Americans had. All of a sudden, an American is not a good engineer. We have to go get Indians. They have the skills of our technicians. They don't want to pay American engineers. So now American engineers are not good enough. Zuckerberg needs to be punched in the nose if anybody sees him. Yes, I'm going like Maxine Waters, punch him in the nose. When you see Zuckerberg out harass the people from Apple because American workers aren't good enough to build their products or work and they're smart enough to work in their companies. And certainly they haven't hired any blacks. Let's be clear, President Carter, when he eliminated the goals of hiring black people, they haven't been hired. But those are Democrats for you because they think they're so liberal. Democrats are the most racist group of people you will ever want to meet. I have not met any white Democrats that I can truly say will give you a decent hand, give you a decent opportunity, give you an equal opportunity, unless they're in control. And see, when Democrats and liberals deal with black folks, it's always in a parental nature. You can't be a leader. You can't speak out. You know, Jesse sets your agenda. Jesse's full of crap. I've heard numerous people who are certainly better qualified than me to make that claim, but Arthur Fletcher made that claim, the father of affirmative action, and worked for 4 presidents. His wife Bernice told me the same thing. She said she thought her husband was afraid of the young Turk coming in, but she talked to Jesse and she knew he's full of stuff. Can't help it. Barack Obama. Everybody said, well, he's a disappointment. He was a disappointment before he went to the Senate. Hello? This is a guy who couldn't beat Bobby Rush. He lost to Bobby Rush by 30 points because he's a loser, among other things. He's a wimp. He's a girly man. And yeah, he's a sissy, literally. So, with all of that said, Father Pfleger and Jesse Jackson got these Negroes out to close down the. Nobody cares about you being shot on the South and West Side. We don't live in those communities. We don't like living around you and those people because guess what? You people who live in those communities, you put up with the nonsense. You won't let the police come in and police. Every time a black criminal is shot, oh, they shot a black criminal, you damn fool. They shot somebody that was they shot somebody who was going to kill you, going to rape you, going to rob you. I don't care what color he is. Black people think, see, this is how messed up we've become listening to Jesse Jackson and Martin Luther King. But not so much Martin, but I don't support any of Martin's nonviolence crap at all. Totally misplaced, not well thought out, and guess what? It was designed by a homo. When I found out that I've never liked that nonviolent strategy, Gandhi was a British subject. He didn't have a constitution. We have a constitution in America. We have the 14th Amendment, which made us citizens. The Dred Scott decision took away our citizenship in 1854. The 14th Amendment restored it, and that's what we needed to stand up and demand from the Congress, from the president, to enforce the Constitution, to enforce our rights as citizens, if anyone is there. And, you know, I just saw this thing. It's really sad. Saw this thing about Kappa's, a graduate chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi being denied having an event at a hotel. See, in the old days, we had our own hotels. We go spend our money with white folks. Every time we get, and see, Ronald Reagan talks about this, and there's a lot of work that was done on this around Ronnie Reagan. Ronald Reagan said, Black people need to spend more money in their own communities. And if I'm elected, I'm going to help you do that. People threw bricks at him. What a novel idea. Black people spending money in their own neighborhoods. Black kids going to school in their own neighborhoods. And black schools being good in their own neighborhoods. Why are we busing our children into hostile environments? Into hostile environments where the teachers aren't there, where the coaches aren't there, where our kids can never be a homecoming queen or king because they're Black. Now these homos can. How crazy is that? We don't have the same issues. And anybody who stands up and defends homosexuality and bestiality and trans whatever, hey, I'm not into it at all. You do whatever the hell you want to. You got to deal with God. But don't put that stuff in my face. I'm not hearing it. I don't expect it to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Those are your own issues. Just like a drug dealer. I want to deal with your issues. You're a drug user. If you're a homo, it's fine. LBGT, whatever. I don't care. Just don't mess with me. I'm not interested in dealing with you. Period. And you can call me homophobic. There's no such term. There's only one phobia that has ever been in this country, and that's Negrophobia. Because see, these homos, they can clean their act up, which they do, and they can go do whatever they want to do in this world because they're white. They have more money, more education, more influence, more access than any other group, and they still want you to accept their immorality and satanic behavior. Because see, that's all equated with Satanism, you know. homosexuality. But hey, I'm not really going there. What I want to do, though, is to still focus on old Father Pfleger and Jesse Jackson and how they get these black people out to march and walk in meaningless marches. If you're so serious about gun violence, then go to the people who are perpetrating the violence. Don't talk about taking away my damn gun, you effing moron. If God was going to protect you and protect good people, he certainly would have protected Martin Luther King. Don't you think he could have deflected that bullet just an inch or two and said, hey, Martin, here's a warning. The next time it's on you? God didn't work that way. So, at the end of the day, and I'm not going to go into any religious philosophical thing, but God helps those who help themselves. And Lord knows you better have a gun when the bad guys have a gun. That's what the McDonald versus City of Chicago case was about. And I had been saying the same thing that Justice Alito put in the opinion, that the public officials of Chicago refused to protect black and brown citizens. Simple. It's not rocket science stuff. You can see it. And then you have these two morons, Jesse Jackson and Father Pfleger, trying to take guns out of the hands of law-abiding citizens because they need the chaos. They need the killing. The killing doesn't stop because you take the guns out of the hands of law-abiding citizens. They know that. I detest them. And instead of out there marching with them, we should be protesting Jesse Jackson and Father Pfleger, who's running a cult over at St. Sabina, collecting, I heard, and I don't know if it's true or not, collecting $30,000 a week. So if he collects $30,000 a week, is it 30,000? No, I think it's either 30,000 or 70,000. 30,000 sounds more realistic. But let's just say if he's got $30,000 a week, that's $30,000 a week. That's 60 times 4. That's what? 120,000 a month. So that's a little over what? 1.2. See, times 10. That's about what? A little over 12 million a year. It's running through that church. No, it's not that much. 12 times 12. So we go 0, 0, 0. You go 12, 12, 12. 4, 2, 1, 1. So it's 1, 3, 4. And then you add the zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, some good money running through that church every month. Every month. You got 120 running through there, so if that's times 10, add a 0, 1.2. Okay, interesting. That's not Charles Butler saying that. That's what people are telling me. That's what people are talking about. So at the end of the day, folks, at the end of the day, I labeled Chicago a war zone. I started calling Chicago a war zone. Yeah, me, Charles Butler. And I see you guys out there. Let me say hello. Hello to everyone. Wish I could talk to you, but you can call my show Monday. Let me put out here Monday at 215-867-8255. Well, I'm not going to continue to be on too much longer, but I can tell you this and be very serious about it. Stopping gun violence is not going to is not about gun laws. It's about attacking the perpetrators of the crimes. See, if you could eliminate the Black Panther Party, a community self-help group, not a criminal enterprise, but you leave intact the Vice Lords, the Latin Kings, and all these other criminal groups, what that says to me is there's some collusion going on. The term Chirac was coined on my radio show. The term Chirac was coined on my radio show because I used to do a comparison between people killed in Iraq and people killed in Chicago. Yeah, I did that. We had a running tab every Saturday, and then we started during the weekdays. was a great show. Great time. Hey, but look, people, look at the ABC, Chicago ABC feed about this march, and continue to follow me here at Facebook and YouTube, and like and share this video. Share the video. Share it. Hit share. Boom. Get it out there so that the word can get out there, because we're going to be moving the show to a new show. Remember, Andrew, you said remember. Remember what? I remember. You said I remember. You remember my show, WVON. I get it. I remember. I need to put my glasses on. Yeah, we was rocking and rolling out there on WVON. But we're going to continue to do that on a new station, local station here in Chicago. And we're going to just blow right past WVON, blow right past WGPR in terms of how we deal with the issues that face Chicago and the communities here in Chicago. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Call me Monday at 1 o'clock, because that's when we'll be doing the show. The show starts at 1 o'clock. Let me see here, at 1 o'clock, at 1 p.m. Central, CT. And we'll be at www.redstate. Red State, this is at Red State, ATE, talk, TALATIO.com. Hey, that's us. That's where we'll be. Thanks, Andrew, for listening. And there was another person out there. Where did they go? They sent me something here. Let's see, it's John. John, I don't know what happened. I don't know if you're out there, John, or not, but thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And like I said, this march is worthless. It's a waste of time. You're not going to go after the real issue. And the real issue happens to be the gangbangers and the city policies and government policies that promote poverty, that promote out of wedlock births, that promote dysfunctionality in the Black community and in the city. This is a city that is totally dysfunctional. You drive downtown Chicago, you get people walking all out between cars in the path of a car. Are they crazy? The question becomes, are they effing crazy to walk in front of a car and put your life in somebody else's hands? It's just totally stupid. But that's liberals for you. That's Democrats for you. I don't like Democrats. I don't like liberals. And that's just the way it is. Hey, let's continue to roll. Let's continue to do our thing. Continue to support me. Continue to share these videos, because they just take off and have a life of their own. Thanks again, guys.